All right, we are live. What is going on, Riley? Ready for some week 3 action?
Yep. Just updated my rankings, so good to go.
Yeah, everything should be good. It's just some crazy stuff going on with Herbert right now. What's your take on Herbert playing this week? Do you want to see him out there? Or, like, even if he's out there, what kind of production is he going to have?
I think he'll decently produce even if he's out there. I don't think he should in terms of health, but in terms of being a selfish fantasy football player, I'd like to
Yeah,
see him out there for Keenan Allen's sake.
very true. But if Keenan Allen even plays, I heard he's
Yeah,
leaning
that's
towards
true.
sitting as well. So, yeah, I don't know. You got to also remember this is the same guy that gave Tyrod Taylor his shot, and what happened? the
Very
medical
true.
staff's pushing him to like take a long look apparently at the outcome of getting a shot done. So hopefully I don't know, do the right thing, man. I personally think you should sit. It's week 3. I mean, you don't want this thing to linger, and even if you wear protection, one hit there too, that's just going to delay the process of healing. So give it an extra week to recover and go from there. But if anybody has any start sit questions for us, we're here to answer them for about 20 minutes or so. So let's get going here. As far as right now goes, this news coming out, Gabe Davis is expected to play this week after sitting last week. So that's going to be another boost for this Buffalo team that didn't miss him at all last week. I did see a tweet today. Somebody said to sit Stefon Diggs due to regression. And I'm like, that's the worst advice I've ever heard in my life. You're firing him up no matter what. I don't care. I don't care if he goes 1 for 10 this week. You're still firing up next week. I mean, it's Diggs, man. So Taysom Hill's expected to sit. Cobb's likely to play. Cobb could be Rodgers' only weapon today. We got a question here. We got buddy, start for sure Fields or gamble Herbert. I think we're going to get a lot of these questions today. Herbert's an afternoon game, which sucks because then you're stuck there. You know what? I'm going to go Fields. I talked about him in our sit up. Well, the preview show, I guess I did with Habby this week. I'm high on Fields this week. I think we're going to see the actual real Justin Fields for once. We're going to see, his capability of running, and passing. I think he's going to be efficient today. I'm going to go with my gut here, and I'm going to go with Fields.
Yeah, that's a tough one for sure. Safety wise, I'm definitely going Fields. I honestly think if Herbert does play, he won't have a crazy game, maybe like slightly into the double digits there, just because they are playing Jacksonville. I think they can get around with just
Eckler
running the ball out with Eckler the whole game.
Eckler run the ball 35 times. Boom. Game over.
Yeah, so I could see that happening. So I'd probably go Fields just for that safety net.
This is kind of an intriguing game for me. Well, it would have been an intriguing game if everybody's healthy. This Tampa Bay Aaron Rodgers or Green Bay Packers game, technically probably the last time these two quarterbacks face each other, and they are hurting big time on both ends of the ball, both teams on the receiving core. On Green Bay, Watson's expected to sit. I mean, and they don't really have anybody anyways. And then on Tampa Bay side, Julio's, he's going to try to go, but I'm aiming at him sitting. Evans is suspended. Godwin's already out. You got Gage, that's questionable. Cole Beasley, is he going to? He could be a thing today. Am I trusting him? No, but he could be a thing.
That's just a disaster game there. Oh, another.
Yeah, my gut tells me Zeke, but everything and everyone tells me Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I'm still going Zeke. I believe this is Curtis because I've been seeing a lot of these questions on there. I think it's Zeke. I think this is going to be a Zeke game that we're going to see him perform just like you said, Curtis. I mean, you got to go with your gut. I'd rather go with my gut than anything. So
yeah, I'm going Zeke. I'm going Zeke too. Clyde's numbers have been inflated a little bit, but I don't think that's sustainable on 8 touches or whatever he got last week. I think roll with Zeke. He's still getting the touches. I think if he just gets one of those red zone touches, that's a for sure start.
And I'm also kind of concerned with the fact that if you look at these games, I mean, Mahomes is Mahomes. They're going to put up points no matter what. But I noticed once the game's kind of out of hand, you don't really see much of CH anymore, right? You're seeing more of those like McKinnon's in there. You're seeing Pacheco in there. So I don't know. I'm still going Zeke. I mean, this is a Cooper Rush led offense still, and I think Zeke's going to be the man.
This is a show me or sit week though, for sure, for Zeke.
TCO, what's up, buddy? This is another subscriber, but good friend, guy that's always been kind of on our side here. TCO from from oh my god, why is it kind of blow? Sorry, Seal, it's blowing me, man. I blew it there. Let's go. Leonard is back with, and Colts was already top 8 against the run. Yeah, but I'm still not worried about it. Colts are a terrible defense, and I just think that that doesn't worry me at all, to be honest with you.
Yeah, when Fournette's healthy, he's getting an insane amount of volume in that offense, especially with Mike Evans not playing and Godwin out.
But yeah, what do you think is going to happen with this Tampa Bay game? Do you think it's going to be just a running game or what?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a running game, just low scoring game. Pretty garbage, probably.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little bit worried. And yeah, Seal, my apologies, brother. My True North Fantasy Football, another Canadian one. It's blew my mind. I'm just we're trying to do this YouTube thing for the first time. So there's guys on here that are just not usuals, but this is awesome. This is sweet. Glad you're supporting us there, buddy. What's your temperature on an active J.K. Dobbins today?
Split, probably snap count.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a snap count. I do think that you're still going to see a lot more Lamar. I think they're going to ease Dobbins in. I'm excited to see what this run game could look like when Dobbins is healthy.
I mean, that when Dobbins is healthy, I think he's a must play. But I think for this week, just sit him on your bench for this week and just see how it plays out.
Welcome back, Dale. Where's Dale? I don't even see Dale. Make him go. That was we did last year. I had to sing this song, Katy Perry song. It was terrible. And we got, where's this one here? Sorry, kind of firing through. I got a running back 2 issue, either Pollard, Akers, or Pierce. What you guys thinking? I like Paul. I think this is going to be Pierce's breakout game. I guess call me a homer since I'm a Texans fan, but I think this is going to be Pierce's breakout game. This game is kind of actually intriguing in some sense, just the way these offense are going right now. But I do think it's going to be Pierce is going to be the guy.
Yeah, I agree. I'd probably go Pierce. Maybe Pollard if you want to be a little safer, but I think Pierce has an upside in this game.
And then one listener just came out and said the same thing. Actually, I think he had this post up before I even clicked on it. So, Jacob not playing. Who is the top back?
Jacoby, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers.
I think Devontae Parker gets to work this game. I know he hasn't done anything the last 2 weeks, but I think they signed him this year. I think they're going to use him in this game with Jacoby out.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe they'll get these tight ends finally involved. Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith. But yeah, this offense in general, I'm not really buying into much at all this week. Jacobs or Zeke? I'm going Zeke. Jacobs did travel. I guess he didn't travel with the team earlier. He is there now. He is expected to play. I'm still going to lean Zeke here. I don't know why I'm itching to go Zeke, but that's what's happening. So.
I think I actually go Jacobs in that game. I think they're the biggest. I think the Raiders are just going to blow out Tennessee. I could see a lot of red zone looks for Josh Jacobs this game.
Yeah, and then Seal says that's about where he's at with JK, itching to get him in lineups. Yeah, I'm interested to see what he could do for sure. Davis at wideout versus Cooks. Yeah, exciting, but I'm going to lean Cooks.
Cooks for sure. Yeah.
So that's a lot. That was a lot of action going on here. Thanks for everybody that's tuning in and everyone that hasn't already. I mean, head over to Fantasy Football from Up North YouTube page and subscribe. Hit us up. We're doing these live shows every week, every Sunday, and then we're also putting out about 4 episodes a week as well. So we appreciate this support. But back on top of this Tampa game. Do you think that, I don't know why I'm not putting any money on this game at all, but are you going to be going with Fournette, for example? He's going to get a ton of work, eh?
Yeah, I think any of your studs that you drafted in those top 3 rounds, you have to start. I think Fournette's going to get a ton of work in this game. I think it's just going to be a boring, low-scoring, just run the football game, especially with all the injuries. And is Christian Watson playing?
No, I heard he's out. I heard he's unlikely to play, so knee injury. Brandon Ayuk versus Broncos or Aguilar versus Ravens? I'm going Ayuk all day in this one.
Ayuk for sure.
I do think Garoppolo's still going to – I think Garoppolo's going to spread the ball. He's going to impress me. And, if there's any more Herbert questions out there, if you are waiting on that and kind of seeing who else is out there, maybe go see if Jimmy G is on waivers, because he's the type of guy you could keep in, like put in there in the afternoon games just in case Herbert does sit, if you are desperate for a quarterback.
Yeah, I think you got to go Ayuk in that game, especially with Jimmy G. We did see that Ayuk-Jimmy G connection when Jimmy G was on the field, so I don't think anything really changes that. So I'm firing up Ayuk.
Right. Choose two, Olave, Moore, or Hollywood?
More in Hollywood.
Yeah, definitely.
Too risky to throw Olave in as a third receiver in this offense.
Yeah, because we're really not sure what's going on even. It was Landry week. I think it was Landry week 2, and then he did nothing. Kamara is back this week too, so I do. Yeah, I think until we see a little bit more solid production out of Olave and more, consistency, I think you're going to probably sit him for the time being. Yeah. We got Brady versus Packers or Wilson versus Niners.
Going Wilson with all the injuries. I didn't like the way Brady looked last game, even though he did get a couple touchdowns late. But I'm going Wilson versus Niners.
Dude, I'm putting Goff ahead of in my rankings right now. I got Goff ahead of Brady this week. I got Wentz ahead of Brady. I'm not high on Brady at all. I think this is going to be a game where a lot of people after this week's game, they're going to come out and say like they do, pardon me, every week or every time he does have a bad game that he looks done. He's going to look done in this game, and I do believe that's going to be because of the fact that he has nobody to throw the ball to. And I also could be wrong, and he could go 400 yards and 3 to 4 touchdowns today too. You never know. But and then listener agrees. Yeah, all Brady weapons out. So I was leaning Wilson. I got Wilson I'm in an 18-team league. I got Wilson in that league, and I pray that he just has a decent game this week.
I don't like Wilson either, but definitely over Brady this week for sure.
So yeah, a lot of questions today. I like this. I'm just kind of seeing if there's any other. What do we do with Kyle Pitts? If he doesn't get something going this week, are we? Not in Dynasty, obviously, but are you looking at moving him if you're in a redraft league or anything like that?
I think the opportunity is still there for him. So even if he doesn't do anything this week, he especially won't get trade value. So I definitely just roll with him with Kyle Pitts for now. He will get it going.
Look at who made an appearance. What's up, Dale DeMott? Cooks or G Davis? And then he says, please answer me.
I'm going Brandon Cooks.
He's our biggest fan. Miss you, DeMott. Get back on these shows as well. I'm definitely going Cooks as well. Just with Davis not being fully at 100%, I'm still going to lean Cooks just because he's the number one there.
Oh, we got another question here. Robert Woods, Mark Ingram, or Tyler Boyd? Pick one.
Oh, sorry. Robert Woods,
I'm going Tyler Boyd on this one. Robert Woods hasn't really done much. It looks like Treylon Burks has taken over that offense. And Mark Ingram, with Kamara's playing, I don't think he'll have a lot of work. I'm definitely going Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Yeah, Woods that's a huge disappointing what happened with him. I thought he was going to be huge when they signed him to as their number one, and then he just literally has done completely nothing all year.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a Treylon Burks breakout game today too.
Ooh,
I think it's coming. He's getting the targets now.
So just got a list come through here. Active players today, meaningful players, I guess. Corey Davis, Gabe Davis, Dobbins, Hawkinson, Hurst playing, Jacobs, Kamara, Knox likely DeAndre Swift, Uzoma, Cedric Wilson, James Winston are all active. Inactives that came through is Taysom Hill, Jacoby Myers, and James Prochet. So all those, if anybody had, was starting, well, Jacoby Myers, I guess, you get him out of your lineup and get somebody else in. I'm intrigued by Isaiah Likely, though, the tight end for Baltimore. He's starting to see a little bit more production in this offense, too. So I did fire him up. I got him in a couple leagues. I'm hurting big time in tight ends, and he seems to be giving me something better than a 0, which is nice.
Oh, I got another assist start here on my phone here. Rashad Bateman or Allen Robinson at flex. Who are you going with?
I'll go Bateman. I do like Robinson. I think he's slowly getting back into it, but I just with Bateman, what we saw last week, I do think that I think he's just going to put consistent numbers up every single week.
Yeah, he's been involved in that offense, and I think it's only going up from last week. So yeah, I'm definitely going Bateman on that one.
Let's see if any more came through here as well. Yeah, just this Herbert thing is really, sucks for me too, because I got Herbert in a big league that I'm in, and I'm most likely I got an early hockey game today at 12:45. So now I pretty much got to get off the ice, hit my phone to see if he's starting. Because if not, I went and picked up Chase Daniels because he was the best available I could pick up in that league. So I don't know. What do you lean? If Herbert does sit, is Chase Daniel even? Could he give you a little bit of fantasy production?
I think he could because we've seen that the Jags can actually get stuff going on offense now. So I think he'll be forced to throw the ball a little bit. I think the Chargers have the weapons to sustain even Chase Daniels at quarterback. Obviously, nothing crazy in the 20s or 30s fantasy wise, but I think he could get a little bit going in that offense with Chase Daniels.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. With the Bills, I mean, they're starting to get beat up in their defensive backs there. What are we doing? Like, are we going to see a lot of Tyreek Hill and Waddle again put up huge numbers this week?
Yeah, I think another big game for them is coming. Although I think Buffalo handles them pretty well today, to be honest. But I think they're going to be forced to throw the ball. Going to see a lot of Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill again.
Yeah, that's going to be that game last week was just so crazy. But do we have any other questions here? We'll end this here really shortly here. Like we said, we just like to jump on and give you guys, a quick 15, 20 minutes, answer some questions and go from there. But a lot of activity today, which is nice. I guess it's starting to people are starting to tune in a little bit. Last question for you. What are we doing with I just saw this. Okay. Pittman. Sorry, it's a trade question. Pittman, Ayuk for Bateman, London, and Michael Carter. Who do you like?
Pittman, Ayuk for Bateman. Who were the other two?
Drake, London, and Michael Carter.
And this is just a redraft league?
Yes, I think so.
I'm going the Bateman side, I think.
Yeah,
I think Bateman's target share is just going to increase, and Drake London's the proven number one in that offense already 2 weeks in. I think he can perform pretty close to Michael Pittman, and in terms of Ayuk, I think Bateman's got him beat on that. So throw Michael Carter in.
We got one last question here.
And you're good.
Rum or whiskey at noon? I got to go with rum. Whiskey. As long as it's spiced. So, all right, that was awesome. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back again next week, and don't forget we'll be I'll be doing a recap show this week. Hey, there's good luck, Clay. Tara, what's up, Tara? You as well. I think I do think she might even wax me this week in the league. I think I'm playing her in it. But anyways, appreciate everyone for listening. Don't forget, we'll be doing a recap show that's going to be out tomorrow, the waiver wire show Tuesday, and then our preview shows. We'll break it down into 2 parts, Thursday, Friday again this week. So everyone enjoy week 3. Good luck, and smash your opponents. Peace.
Peace.